this is Joe Wang here. So happy New Year, you all. I mean, hope you guys, are having fun with whatever you guys are doing with family or friends, and or just like, sitting down and just like reflecting on how the past year has been and what to do in the next year. The resolutions for 2020. And the thing is that for me and my family, a backstory is that in the past usually on New Year's Eve, we used to be sitting down. We used to sit down and sometimes share, reflect on how how the past year, what have we accomplished, the highs and the lows, and all those stuffs, and talk about new year, what we should work on and stuffs. And the thing is that sometimes for me, I really couldn't think of what to do in the next year, what to do the next year, because because sometimes it's I'm happy with what it is. I'm more of those people that that tend to be easily satisfied with my life. And and sometimes for me, sometimes for my parents, or even for me, sometimes I would be sometimes I would be thinking, do I have to always have a New Year's resolution? And just this year I realized that, at least from my belief, this is, again, like I said, this is all all subjective. This is all personal thinking, all personal thinking. So you guys can disagree or whatever it is. Again, it's all opinion based, and but the thing about me is I realized this year, that or the past year is that for my resolutions, I want to be just doing better, continuing on the things that are not yet done, things that are left off from last year, 2019. Because the thing is that for me, 2019 was a great year. Was a great year with new things that I've started, doing. I mean, one of the things, of course, is videos, right? Videos, of course. I mean, I think my first video was back in late January or early February, of 2019, and that's when I started, recording videos at least once a week. Actually really surprising. I actually couldn't imagine that I would be still making weekly videos even up to this day. All the way up to New Year's 2020. When back in the day when I started, doing videos, when I started producing these weekly uploads, of course I told my parents, about it and all those stuffs. And the thing is that at first my dad thought, hey, you might run out of topics. You might run out of topics. There most likely would just be so much you could say about fruitfulness, about having a fruitful life. He thought that, I most likely after a few videos, I would just run out of things to say, and then it would just, stop there. Like, he was even, really surprised that I've made it even, to the 20th video. For him, and even for me, I agreed at the time that I didn't know where my channel would go. I didn't know where my channel would go. I didn't think that I would be able to, commit that long. Meaning, what I mean is that, I don't want the channel to die, but I didn't know how far I can go in to talk about fruitfulness, you know, and the thing is that here we are, January 1st, 2020, you know, January 1st, 2020, I can't believe that I started in early 2019, you know, and got all the way here. You know, it just has been so amazing that you know that there's just that I'm glad I started it, and I'm glad that even to this day I still have more and more to say, you know, more and more stuff to talk about, you know, especially through my, you know, because the thing about even like fruitfulness, you know, fruitful life, you know, I can't imagine that I could pick up, you know, a topic of what to say throughout my daily life, you know, throughout as I'm experiencing life, you know, it's just so remarkable. That's one blessing, and that's something that I realized that for 2020, one of my, you know, resolutions, you know, is, you know, to continue this, you know, to definitely continue this, you know, this channel, and what I mean by going, you know, higher, going more, continuing and doing better of what I left off is I really hope that I'll be more diligent in uploading. Okay, what I mean is that, you know, because I think like kind of like towards towards a certain time after the weekly uploads, I said that, you know, I wanted to occasionally post more than once a week to have an additional video showing my daily life on like what I do, you know, my adventures or whatever it is that's like something that's really fun in my life. And I realized, and when I look back on my channel, I realized that, you know, that I've also been, you know, been slacking on that. Not saying that I feel like, not saying that that's bad, you know, but I feel like I want to show people, you know, how my life is fruitful, how you know, a day, you know, like a fun day in the life of Joe Wang, you know, and you know, one of the ways is to show, you know, something that's happened to me that I really feel fruitful, I feel refreshed, I feel happy, you know, whether it's, you know, most likely will be like something related to, you know, like traveling or you know, video games. And that's something I hope. I cannot promise how often I'll upload those, again because, you know, like, you know, because it's like there's so many other things that I have to do, like so many other responsibilities and daily life stuff. So I cannot promise, you know, how much more I can upload, like for the additional videos, how often I can upload. But my resolution is that I hope that I can do more of that. You know, do more of that, be more diligent in whenever I capture great moments to make it as like a documentary and start uploading and recording and doing more recordings about those kind of stuff and showing people my life. You know, that's something that I hope to do more, you know, to do more, to really push it. And then another thing is that I this has happened kind of like towards the third quarter or towards the end of 2019, when I started to, you know, to write stories, you know, and actually I think that was in June of 2019 when I started to write stories. But the thing is that, you know, I haven't, for that I have been slacking a lot in the past, you know, like, and the thing is that just recently I realized that I wanna start writing every day, carve out time to write my stories every day, you know, and time to, you know, hopefully revise my stories. Because the thing is that I hope to one day, you know, publish my stories, you know, because I want people, you know, to learn some life lessons, you know, through my stories, and I wanted to keep it, you know, fun and entertaining to people of all ages. You know, so the thing is that that's also one of my goals is to write to be more consistent in my schedule. You know, become more consistent in my schedule in writing. In writing. I mean, I think this past week I've been doing pretty well. Like I started to carve out at least an hour per day to write, and it has been going pretty well. But I just hope to maintain this habit to keep writing, and keep thinking and getting more ideas, to write and polish my stories. So the thing is that, back to the topic, like these are my major resolutions for 2020, and I'm trying my best to do it, but I mean, I highly recommend you all, that, if you cannot think of a new goal, at least, think of how to improve on your current goal, and to really work on it, to establish it to the fullest, and life will be so much more better that way. So yeah, this is all I have for today. If you want to know more tips and examples on how to live a fruitful life, please feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.